Hello YouTubers and welcome back to another Doctor Who action figure review. It's been a long time since I said that. My last review was about 2011, I think, for the 5-inch line. And then I reviewed the 3.75 inch figures in 2013, I think. But yeah, no, this is the first 5-inch figure I've bought since early 2013, so I thought I'd review it. This has been out for a bit. It's been out for about 3 or 4 months, but yeah, I thought I'd take a look at them. I'll look at both versions in this one video. So we got, on the left we have the Capaldi from The Girl Who Died, and then on the right we have the Capaldi from Under the Lake, I believe it is. Also, one thing I just want to point out is the background. As you can see, it's just literally my wall and my desk and a bunch of my computer cables. I used to have the TARDIS backdrop, the circular panels from the classic set. I don't know what that is. It's probably gone because I haven't used it for like 4 years. So I thought it was in my desk drawer. It's not, so it's probably gone. But I'll probably get around to printing off a new one or making a new one. So this backdrop, well, the lack of a backdrop is only temporary. So yeah, normally take a look at the packaging, but unfortunately I no longer have it. I threw it away. I have had these figures for 2 weeks. I wasn't planning on reviewing them, but I thought I might as well, considering there's not many Doctor Who action figures being released nowadays, and these have come out in the past few months, so I thought I'd take a look back at them and give you my thoughts. So this is my review. And I'm trying to get back into the YouTube action figure community as it is, so what better way to do that than the most recent Doctor Who figure, which is these Capaldis at the back, so we can take a look at this guy. I'll quickly go over the articulation. The head can move side to side, can probably do a 360, but you don't want to get the paint rub on the neck. The arms are ball jointed, so they can go out, and they can do a 360. We got articulation at the bicep, which does a 360. Elbow bends. The hands do a 360. The waist can turn, and it can probably do a 360, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. It hinders on the hoodie piece underneath. Legs can go out to the side and out the front, and then he can kick out this far. And then we got articulation at the knee, and then the feet can swivel. They can probably do a 360, but I'm not going to. Because it doesn't, well, it feels quite stiff, and I don't want to risk it. I think this face sculpt looks really good. I think it looks a lot like Peter Capaldi. The only thing I'm not too keen on about this face is the paint applications to it, because the paint is quite thick and it covers a lot of the detail. Because he has no lines on his face, none whatsoever. Well, actually, he has some slight lines around the mouth, but other than that, that's it. And Peter Capaldi should obviously have a lot of wrinkles on his face, so I feel like the thickness of the paint is lacking a lot of the detail this sculpt should have, which is a shame, really, because the actual head sculpt is a really good sculpt. It looks a lot like Peter Capaldi. I think this is probably the best head sculpt we've got. The others being the head from the Regeneration set, Time of the Doctor, and the Series 8 head with the shorter hair. But as you can see on this sculpt, he has the longer hair, and it looks really nice, especially with the light grey wash over it. Moving down to the torso, as you can see, he's wearing his white shirt underneath. The pattern on the figure isn't the same as the pattern on the TV show, but because it's such a small scale and you only see part of the t-shirt, it's good enough because it's close, it's very close. It's pink like it is in the TV show on top of white, and as you can see, he's wearing the blue hoodie, which is sculpted really nice. There's lots of creases in the hood, and very nicely sculpted where the zip, it's open down to a certain point. And the jacket is sculpted really nicely. As you can see, there's 3 buttons here. He also has the 5 buttons on the sleeve, including the red ones. That's a good attention to detail. Underneath the jacket it's red, like it should be. That's really nicely done. Again, I wish we could have a figure where it's open slightly so you can see the red underneath. I think that would be pretty cool. But I think this version works better with the jacket closed over like this. I think on the last figure, with the basic shirt and the coat over it, should have had it pinned back a bit so you can see the red. On this figure, the trousers are like a green and they have the gold checkers over the top. The paint is fading away on some points, which is nice because it adds like a weathering effect to the trousers instead of having just like clean straight lines down, but very nicely done. The sculpt as well, it's got a lot of creases, especially as you go down towards the boots, which is looks really nice. The boots are a nice glossy black and they have lots of detail on them actually, as you can see. My only gripe about this is that the feet are massive. He literally has clown feet, which it affects the size of the figure, which I'll talk about in a mo. He also has a gold ring on his left hand, as you can see there, which is nicely painted. And again, the red button in the middle on his left arm as well. If I just get this one over here, we can just compare. They're literally the same figure apart from the instead of the white shirt, this one has a black jumper with white dots. But it's painted really nicely. And instead of the blue hoodie, this one is a green, which also looks really nice with the actual jacket isn't black. It's like a very dark blue. It almost looks purple in some lighting, very dark purple. And instead of the checkered trousers, we just have a plain black trousers. Both figures come with an accessory. They come with the sonic screwdriver. As you can see, this thing is covered in detail. It's always amazing how well they sculpt the Sonic for such a small size. But as you can see, it's very much like the prop. The only thing is down by the bottom here, the handle, it's quite chunky, which can be a pain to put in his hand. You kind of gotta like put it in at the top here. There we go, and have it kind of held like that, so it's coming out slightly. Because it's not as thin as the 10th or 11th Doctor's Sonic screwdriver. But it looks really nice with the figure. Obviously, he never actually had that Sonic with these costumes, but I'm glad they include them because it's better than no accessory, and it's better than having the 11th Doctor's Sonic repackaged with these figures. These figures look great. They are covered in detail, and like I said, I think it's the best sculpt we have for Peter Capaldi so far. My only gripe with the figure is the paint on the face covers a lot of the details, makes him look really young, and the main issue I have is the size of the figure. Now, I did say that the shoes are like clown feet, and as you can see, that does have an effect, because if I get the 11th Doctor in here, yeah, he's really tall. Too tall, in fact. I mean, it's just, it does look a bit ridiculous at points. But that being said, this is a 5.5 inch scale, and Matt Smith is just a 5 inch, so it's half an inch bigger. But Capaldi is actually literally almost 6 inches. Do I have a size comparison? I do have Gamora at hand. There he is next to Gamora, and as you can see, they are literally the same size, and she is a 6 inch figure, so from the Marvel Legends line. So as you can see, he is literally 6 inches tall. So as you can see, he is more in scale with the Marvel Legend figures than the actual Doctor Who figures, which is a shame, because if you want to put him with your past Doctors, he does look really tall compared to them. I'm still glad we got this figure, despite the scale issues. It's better than not having him at all. Yeah, it would have been nice if he was in scale with the rest of the Doctors. I believe the last Capaldi figure is more size accurate. I'm not entirely sure because I don't own it. Now, quickly, I just want to point out, I bought these two figures from Forbidden Planet. I went in and they had loads of each, so I went through them all and tried to find the best looking ones, the best ones with the best paint applications. And last night I got them back out. I bought them like 2 weeks ago and I kept them. I took them out the packaging and I kept them in the box. And I looked at this one last night to see that his ear, I don't know if you can see it or not, but his ear has a slight line to it there because just there, like a piercing really, because his ear was hanging off. It was basically split in half, and if I've got a photo I'll put it on screen right now. I have no idea how it happened because it's literally been sat in a box since I bought it, and it wasn't like it when I got it. And it's really weird because all the things you thought would I don't want to say snap, but split in half, you would not think the ear of an action figure would do that because it just seems impossible, really. But yeah, this happened, so I had to carefully super glue it back together, which went great until I super glued my thumb to the side of Capaldi's head, but managed to get off. But yeah, I don't know whether that's to do with the softness of the plastic of the head sculpt. I don't know. This figure does feel slightly softer than other Doctor Who figures, so I don't know whether they're using different plastic, but maybe it's something to keep an eye out for if any of the figures have split ears, I guess, in the box. But I haven't seen that happen before, so it's probably just a random occurrence. But yeah, just keep an eye out, really. Nice action figures, and I highly recommend that you pick them up, even though they're not in scale with your current 5-inch Doctor Who figures. Capaldi looks really nice on the shelf, and he is a good addition to have to your collection. If you love the 12th Doctor, if you love Series 9, if you love this outfit, this figure is a must-have for you. So, thanks for watching this review, guys. It's been a bit weird trying to get back into reviewing figures. Like I said, I haven't reviewed a figure for 4 years now. It's not as simple as I remember. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. I do plan on reviewing the Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 2 figures, these ones, the movie versions anyway. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.